What's going on, Gemini? Welcome to my channel. We're about to jump into your energy. This goes out to your sun, your moon, or your rising. I said I was going to discontinue the sun, moon, and rising and just focus on the sign within itself, but that's what resonates with you, then by all means take it. I'm working with some very interesting forces in the universe. So she's going to come forth and help us. She is of the angelic realm, so all good. So opening, we have the Six of Cups. What do we see when we get the Six of Cups? Especially with this deck. We see playful matters, playful dispositions, playful bonds. Kind of like you and a friend or you and some friends snuck away from everything to go have 5 or 10 minutes of just some kick back and rest your feet. Maybe you're going on an awesome lunch break with somebody. Maybe you're starting to connect with and resonate with somebody on a deeper and more potent emotional level. I don't see this going into anything sensual and or sexual, but we're not going to say it will. We're not going to say it won't. That's up to you and that person now, isn't it? Hate to pop bubbles, but it just doesn't happen like that. But I'm pretty sure that it just happened like that for somebody. So what do you know? Anyway. Six of Cups is all about reunion, people coming back into your lives. But I'm also seeing that this energy is more of people just coming into your lives, or you tapping into energies and or vibrations and or thought processes, so forth and so on, that got you to where you needed to be so you can tap into that happy like child energy, not, running around in a childish sort of way, but kind of just understanding why kids are sitting on the ground playing in dirt. Right now, I think we all wish we could kind of sit on the ground and play in dirt. 7, for those into numerology. Be open to a King of Wands individual coming into your life, and or you might be that King of Wands individual. What I'm seeing is that those that do resonate with being that King of Wands, that witty, that confident, that on point, that earned it where they go, so forth and so on, is going to connect that with the Six of Cups energy and going to share that witty, optimistic energy with people. I see a bit of a challenge going on with the Five of Cups. Kind of like emotional blockages this go around. Something like temporary shut off from source. Not so much meaning you're disconnected from God or goddess, but something that goes on in your life that kind of puts you in the dark night of the soul for a bit. We all know that that's just a temporary thing. Gentlemen, for the record, that pretty young thing in front of you, you need to go get her. Move on from what doesn't serve you, because she served to move on herself from things that no longer served her. She's not in that place anymore that would hold her back or stop her from engaging with you on a mental level. And in a way, for those that feel like they're the person that walked away from those past mental things that would hold you back from new connections mentally with people, you might have been that person in that Five of Cups energy, thinking that the world just knocked you over, thinking that you're not going to get to where you need to be, thinking that, hey, you know what? This is just going to be the way it is for the rest of my life. 333 for those that are into numerology, but fret not, because the Fool is at hand. The Fool is about new journeys. You're not going into these new journeys in a way that is going to keep you completely off kilter. I think the only thing that's going to hinder you or stop you is your fear. Your own feeling of just not being connected with source, or where it is that you feel that you need to be connected. But also remember, the answer is within turning the lock to the key. The key that, I butchered that message. Sorry. But it's all about turning that lock, opening that door. And if it doesn't want to open, well, don't force it to open. It's going to be a time where you need to tap into the more calm, kind, serene, affectionate, accepting, receptive strength, that fiery passion, that Leo energy as well. Strength isn't always about going forth and knocking down doors. It's not about always going forth and saying, yeah, I got that brute raw power. Take politics. You don't see anybody out there boxing. But you see where I'm going with that, right? Okay. Next up, we have the Four of Cups. Interesting. Somebody might feel that the world has cut them off. For whoever resonates with this, they're down in the dumps, even if they don't want to admit it, because they themselves have a, I don't want to say that word, but we all know how that word is. It begins with an N and ends with a C. Tendencies. NC tendencies. There you go. That word. And maybe a lot of them feel, some of y'all just got out of a relationship with this individual. And they're kind of like, even though they might play it off, they're still at night kind of bummed out. But I really wouldn't worry about them coming back into your life. I don't see them really returning. I mean, I think we're in a retrograde, aren't we? I'm not saying we are. I'm not saying we aren't. But I've been running into some very interesting people from the past. And they're kind of just in that vibe of the Nine of Swords, which is down and out, the depressive bouts, so forth and so on. Maybe them or you even included could be up at night just, pondering over the past just a little bit. But don't worry, the past isn't enough to bring it back together. But if you do go back towards the past, you will get the Three of Swords energy, which is about heartbreak. Stay the course. Stay clear. It might seem real hard right now, but it's going to end in the Ten of Pentacles alongside the Lovers. What you got for me, man? What you got? Page of Cups, emerging of intuitive abilities. Awesome. For those that are curious, I got this message. If you're thinking about going back to school, it would be a good idea. As I said in the previous TikTok video, I myself included, after everything that went down with me recently, I seem to have gotten this neural network spiritual download of access to the aethers of every single medical practitioner to be. Awesome. So what I'm seeing is that a lot of y'all are going to be moving past into healing energy and possibly connecting with somebody of an Aquarius vibe. Or an Aquarian. Or you're just going to get into that star flow. But I'm seeing hands right now. I'm seeing hands that need to get out there and put it to work. I see surgeon hands. I'm not going to say you're going to become a surgeon, but you have those very nimble, very, very precise hands. And for those who are curious about the medical field and or do work in the medical field and or are thinking about going back to the medical field, that will be good. But it doesn't have to just so much be like a surgeon. We're not talking about you got to go become, something from Grey's Anatomy out here. We're not talking about that. But if you ever find a place that's hiring and it's like Grey's Anatomy, please send me the location directly, because I have a medical, I would. Anyway, the point is we're not going to go there. We're going to jump back into the Ten of Cups that is going to come from this venture. I'm not saying that everyone's going to jump into the medical field, but for those that are curious about it, you might want to. And also, it really doesn't matter about your age anymore. It matters about really, really just getting out there and doing it. That doesn't so much connect with the reading that's going on. It was like a little side message. For those that play MMORPG games, it was like a side quest. You just ran into the really awesome cat, or the Jedi, or the Sith, or the gnome, or the sylph, or the Undine, or the mage, or the crazy old lady, or the crazy old man that's in the woods and talks about something to a flower. Anyway, back to the point. For those that do resonate with that medical message, it will bring you fulfillment, and I do see hands. So I do honestly see you meeting your significant other in there, because I saw a wedding ring. Gentlemen, she will not be what you expect. If that is you, she might be from a different culture, ethnicity, country, planet, dimension, universe. Okay, we're going a little too far. Anyway, the point is, it'll take time. It'll take time. But if you do stay deeply rooted in that Taurus energy, deeply rooted in that Knight of Pentacles, you will prevail. You're going forth with what you have. Remember, you are still a knight. You are not a king. It does not mean that you will not evolve into a king, but you are deeply guided by the masculine energy within your life, the logic and the focus. Combine that with the High Priestess card. That is good to go. Use the High Priestess energy within self, the wisdom that you already have inside, to understand that the scales have been balanced, and you will evolve into the Queen of Pentacles. I sense this being for anyone who is progressing, but for those that have been wondering about getting back into school, possibly for a medical thing, it will be very prosperous. It will be hard. Oh yeah, it's gonna be hard. It's not gonna be easy, and it's probably not gonna be fun. And you're probably gonna wake up not being able to find your, your study notes and things like that, and you're gonna wonder who the hell sock that is in your room, and how you managed to go through those 3 gallons of vodka in 3 days and only survived on ramen noodles and saltine crackers. But it's worth it in the long run. Just don't focus on the debt. Anyway, maybe that was a message for me. New beginnings can come from this, though. Try to understand that when you dedicate and focus to something, it will take dedication and focus. Juggling isn't really the way to go. I saw Wham Bam, thank you, ma'am, energy coming in. We all know, for those who come to my channel, that's usually the Knight of Wands, and I have always connected that with somebody that is coming through trying to get with a quick shebang, They're trying to get it in real quick. But they will juggle you. They will not balance you, so forth and so on, and make you their one and only. So there's your reading for the day. Hopefully that made sense. Yes, I shaved. I'm going to end it out right here and stuff. 11/11 for those into numerology. Hopefully this resonates. Please like, share, and subscribe. Help get the word out. If you would like to book a personal reading, all that stuff can be found in the description box below. And I will catch y'all later. Peace.